for the next couple of months, because we can do this whenever you guys need to. You reach out to me and we will talk. So
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I mean, right now we're setting up for our next single. We're trying to really establish as a new brand not so much the sound, but obviously really showing the diversity in terms of where we want to be in the modern hard rock world. You know, every band has the ultimate goal to want to kind of build themselves as a hard rock titan, which in the current day and age is obviously something much easier said than done. But if you don't really believe it from the start, you're never even going to have really a chance to ever get there. We've shown from our previous bands that we're just more than willing to go through the dirt to get to the top of the mountain, and we're still having fun doing this. So it's like, to us, if it stops being fun, then it really is just like every other job. At that point, you might as well go do forever what we're doing as jobs in between time. Like Mike comes home from tour and he's working at Lens Crafters to make money.
Fun fact, I'm actually in my manager's office right now on this phone call, working at Lens Crafters, getting paid to talk about how I'm in a rock band. And I'm honestly waiting for her to come in through the door and she's like, Michael, seriously, hurry up. Like, I'm going to be a rock star, okay? Leave me alone. So,
people don't take into account that bands, when they tour, they actually have jobs when they go home.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I think that's the goal for anybody. Like, of course, you want to play in front of 20,000 people a night, but if you can make a little bit of money having fun with your best friends, that's what it's all about for me. Like, of course, just playing music and stuff. Finally, after all these years and stuff, it's so awesome. But being able to make money for it, if you can, like I said, even my mom taught me that. Like when I was growing up, like if you can make money doing something you love, then what is it? You'll never work a day in your life, or whatever. So
that's exactly it.
So.
That's exactly. I tell people that all the time. Like, this is the best job I've ever had in my life.
I mean, you're really the rock goddess, so I mean, that's pretty awesome to me.
I try really hard to be a good goddess, man. I try. I claim dibs on it, other than if you guys like premiered on Octane, because I can't really say anything about that. But I claim dibs when you guys have new music again.
Okay, sounds good. I mean, there's not going to be too many more weeks. Like we said, we're preparing for a next single, and we kind of have like a strong schedule in our mind of where the next year is going to go. There's a lot being done in the background with our manager in terms of, where we're trying to get the band to be, shopping wise in terms of labels, because right now it's obviously currently an unsigned project, but we had spent so long in past bands unsigned and know how to do things DIY that it's really not, some bands cave under the pressure of having to do things themselves. We've grown to be pretty comfortable in that. And we're so creative on our own that even in past label situations, sometimes, even if you have a good experience with a label, that you kind of run and butt heads creatively on some stuff. So to us, it's like, we're fine doing this right here, right now. Like, to a degree, we're always learning. Every day you're learning something new, but we're having fun and we're comfortable being able to achieve what we're achieving. And we just kind of want to set goals for ourselves and really show what everyone before, some awesome labels swoops us up someday, that they didn't be ultimately responsible for the kind of success that we created for ourselves. Like, we want to be able to build a good core family with our fans, which we've already been doing for years, and we're just looking to build on that, but with these new songs, and really show them like the evolution of where we're at, and then bring these new fans into something really special that we're doing here. Like, that whole aspect of, kind of, we're running with this slogan with Damnation, where we're kind of bringing our fans into this idea that we're all damned. So we're kind of giving them this picture into a world that's really shitty, and just being able to accept that you can kind of find a way to have fun and live your life happy around the idea that everything's already kind of gone to shit anyway.
That's
kind
pretty
of like,
legit. That's pretty legit.
Yeah.
That's pretty legit to me.
Well, we figured the fundamentals of rock and roll was that to escape reality, just have fun and like have a release. And so you see all these bigger bands, stuff like Shinedown or Papa Roach, and they have all these fans coming. There's a lot of casual fans out there, but there's a lot of diehard fans. And our fan base right now is so many diehard fans that we've just made connections with over the past years, to the point where they know our personalities, they know our favorite colors, and they'll draw fan art of us with certain things based on our personality. And it's just the coolest thing to have that. Like, of course, it's awesome to have like just a bunch of fans in general, but I really do, I know bands say this all the time, but I really do feel that we have some really awesome, really talented fans, and we've like grown with them, and it's awesome to see that.
All right. Well, you went and brought it up. So, what are your favorite colors?
Well, I'm a soft mauve type of guy, but I don't even know if that's a real color, I'll be honest.
That's an interesting color.
I'm going to be honest and lie to you. I don't know what that color is. My favorite color is red.
Really?
Red guitar. It looks ridiculous on stage, but it's fine.
Yeah. Mike wears a lot of red. He's pretty much into the red. I'm just like a Johnny Cash Man in Black kind of guy. I think that's not so much around the idea that I was, ultra into the idea of just always wearing black because I loved it like I'm some goth kid or anything like that. That just wasn't personally me. I just think that I've, throughout my life, kind of always had a complex about my weight, being a bit overweight when I was younger, and I've yo-yoed like my entire life. So even when I'm not feeling or looking overweight or anything like that, I'm kind of gotten so used to dressing in all black because it felt slimmer that it's kind of just a part of it's just a part of who I am. So I'm at the point now where it's anybody that sees me in any way, anywhere where I'm out, it's the leather jacket, black jeans guy.
Yeah. Actually, that's funny because I was looking through my closet the other day. So I have to cover shows when they're around. That's my job. And I'm like, what should I wear today? Black or black? Or a little off black? Some faded black, maybe?
And my answer is so inadequate compared to what he just said, so I got to elaborate. Yeah, I like the color red. However, what I like to say, too, getting more serious real quick, is, I wear all black all the time, too. And my thing is, people always make fun of, guys specifically, with the long hair, the tight pants, or whatever it may be, because it's not really the norm anymore. But what I always like to tell people is, if you're comfortable and confident in what you wear, I wear tighter pants, I have longer hair, and probably wear more makeup than you do. But I'm confident with that, and when I walk into a room, people can see that, and I think that really has a huge effect on it, and that's kind of what I feel Kevin was saying, too. He's comfortable wearing what he wears, and if he's confident in what he's wearing, like myself, it's just people can see that confidence shine through, and that's why I feel it really works out for us. And with our style.
I'm dying to see the makeup now. What the fuck? I didn't know about the makeup.
I'm at work right now with a full straight-up Gene Simmons mask on right now. So.
All right, so do you guys have tours or anything coming up anytime soon?
We have stuff we really can't talk about, but we have stuff that's getting worked out. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where pretty much around the next few weeks when we're ready to release our next single, there's going to be a lot more that starts to get announced. Right now, the sole focus was pretty much, without trying to overwhelm fans, new and old, keeping it to the song that was there and the main narrative around our band. And now we're ready to start showing more shades of what's going on here. Finally getting out there on the road and, kind of showing what the band looks like live now, how that very much differs from what they saw before. Even though they're still dealing with the same kind of people and same personalities. We're trying to attack everything a bit more aggressively. The music's more aggressive, it's more passionate and more intense, it's more personal lyrically. So we want that to kind of reverberate live and be that much more aggressive for the fans live. And we don't want to just be another live band. And I know that kind of is everything every band says, but I mean, you have to still try and push as hard as you can. We have some really creative things in mind, so when we start getting out there on tour, we're trying to give them something that they walk away from and they're really like, whoa, everybody has to know about this.
An experience for sure.
Exactly. Well, my helpful tip for every band at this point is, with as many shows as I go see, please make sure that you dress for what you're doing. Don't look like you just. I know you guys. Anybody who's in this business knows you guys either crawled out of a van, a bus, or you know what I mean. We understand that, but there are too many bands out there that are they look like they crawled out of a van.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not supposed to look like you crawled out of a van.
What's funny about that is we've kind of developed a system over the years of touring where we'll roll in. We go to Planet Fitnesses all across the country. We'll roll out of that van looking like once that guy from Sesame Street, Oscar the Grouch, whatever, the trash can man. And then we go in, we do our workouts, and we come out. And I mean, me personally, like I said, I'll do my hair. Kevin used to do his hair, but now he cut off his mullet. But anyway, we won't get into that. So we do all our hair. We look like we come out of that place looking like rock stars, or at least I'd like to think we do.
There you go.
And it's so cool. Like I said, people pay money to see these shows.
Yeah.
And people don't want to see somebody who looks like they work at Lunch Crafters. They want to see a rock band,
Right. Exactly. They don't want to see you look like like I usually see bands look. Like most of the time I run into bands long before they go on stage. We do our interviews, all that stuff. And so it's like, ooh, go take a shower and things. I'll see you later.
Yeah, if there's anyone that understands it more, it's us, considering we're on the road with those same bands going through the same bullshit. You know, we understand what it's like to get 2 hours of sleep a day on a 30-night tour. So when you get home, no one understands why you're sleeping for like 2 days straight, 12 hours, a section of sleep. Like, we get it. But at the same time, we know what we got into. You know what you have to present fans with if they want to, first of all, feel that you actually give a shit about your job, or if you're just kind of like weaning off their money, and just give them an experience, like Mike said, that they're going to remember and want to come back to.
Yeah, you got to give people a reason to come out, you know, otherwise they don't come back, and that's sucky.
Bands will complain in the modern age. They're like, oh, no one's coming to shows. And I'm like, nah, there's many different reasons that fans don't come to shows, and some of them you might not realize are because of you. So sometimes you just need to take a look in the mirror. You know, that the Michael Jackson adage says, if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. You know what I mean? It still holds true in many different ways.
I like you guys. All right, you too. I am going to keep this, since you don't have too much to announce right now, but I did want to get on a call with you because I'm very excited about your music, and anything that Kyle is behind, I'm down for any day.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, kind of going back to what I said real quick in the beginning, it's like when I like a song, I overplay it for like 7 days in a row. And obviously we have all these songs that are not yet released. And I'm sitting here every day listening to the catalog of songs we have so far. Every day I'm sitting here biting my tongue. I want to post on Instagram. I want to post on Facebook, little clips. But it's like, I know it's worth the wait to give these kids and the fans and everyone like the full experience of like these songs. So they're just so good. Holy crap.
Well, if the first one has anything to show for, then the others are going to proceed. Anything you guys want to announce, I am down to help you.
I appreciate that.
My job to help push you guys, so.
And like I said about our...
Go ahead, Mike. You can.
I was going to say, like, with our fans and stuff, too, like, we're growing with our fans, and, like, Kevin said, we have, like, this tight-knit family, and everyone that's, like, helping us out. I like to say that we like to grow with the people that help us out, so let's say we become the biggest band in the world, we'd love to bring you right there with us, so.
Oh, yeah.
If there's to be more formal announcements on new music within the coming weeks, but obviously for anyone that is here that would be listening to this, I would say for the next single that they should be expecting, along with, finally getting out there some specific shows that we're going to be planning. We should be expecting that around the end of March, early April area. And that's pretty definitive. Like, that's when people should expect that. So,
yay!
For sure. Perfect. Thank you very much.
And since you only have one damn song that I can play, I'm going to play your song after this airs.
We appreciate that. Thank you, Don.
Thanks.